welcome you to our Wild Wednesday. Raylene's behind the scenes laughing at me. Anyways, here, let me bring her on. We might as well just start this craziness now. Fabric Chicks from Gardnerville, Nevada. We're live today. We try to do demos and techniques on Mondays, try to teach you something. But today we just got home from the Roseville Quilt show. So when we get home from a show, we like to do the announcement of the Wild Wednesday live scavenger hunt. So we have Raylene. Hi, Raylene.
Hi. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. It's like so loud out here. I couldn't hardly hear you, so I'm running around turning stuff off.
I know what you mean. It's crazy. We literally just pulled in. I got home last night. When did you get home?
Last night.
Yeah. So we're literally just one night in our own beds and running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
Oh, it's been crazy today too. It's like just because you get back and like you've got your shop deal. We got home to like 5 custom ruler orders that have to be done before Scottsdale. So right. Yeah, it's been a little crazy. Normally I start my laundry as soon as I get back. No, it's still sitting there.
I'll be lucky if I get my laundry done before we leave for our retreat next week. And then
I get you. I got one more day and I'm out of underwear and I'm flipping them inside out. So I'm going to have to do it tomorrow.
Right. I'm just going to go to the store and buy new underwear because I got to go to Scottsdale after the retreat.
Yeah.
Like, who has time for this? Who has time for this?
I'm just thinking you're bragging that you would have time to even go to a store and buy them.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I might not. I might have to make my own.
There you go.
That's a scary thought. Well, welcome everyone. Carolyn Gavernich is up in Grass Valley at a retreat watching with her girlfriend. Karen says clean laundry is overrated. There might be some truth in that. Ronnie says Roseville was very fun. Yes, it was. All right, so I don't want to keep Raylene too long because I know she's got some laundry to do. Although you can stay as long as you want. Okay, so for those who don't know what Wild Wednesday is, it is a program that Raylene and I bring to you. Mostly Raylene and her husband Ron. I just show up once in a while. And we try to interview 3 other vendors. During COVID, we did it once a week. We're scaling back a little bit just because we can't keep up with real life and pre-COVID life and every life. So we're scaling back a little bit, but we're not going to go away entirely. But at the shows, we do a scavenger hunt, or we have done a scavenger hunt in the past. And so we have 2 lucky winners, I think.
We're going to have 2 lucky winners, and I'm telling you, our vendors that participated this time were super generous, more so than they're always generous, but they were like really generous. So these 2 winners are going to really be getting a big old bag full of stuff. And hopefully whoever wins will take a picture and post it on the Facebook page.
Well, and I hope everybody realizes that joins us and follows us on Wild Wednesday. You can post on the Facebook page. So post if you actually sew. I personally don't think anybody actually sews because I never see anything posted.
Me neither.
Yeah, we just dream about sewing.
Well, now I'm dreaming about it with this box that's still in the van that I can't even get out.
I know. Raylene bit the bullet and bought a new machine just like mine. So we're taking bets. If any of you want to join, we're taking bets to see how long it will be a coffee table.
Hey, it's still in the van. That's the worst part. Ron's like, I didn't really put that in a real good spot. He goes, I'm going to have to wait to get it out. So hopefully tomorrow he'll be able to get it out for me. But, we have a crazy week because, tomorrow the day will be over before we know it. Then Wednesday we have church and rehearsal and everything. And then Thursday we have to go to California. So I don't know that I'm going to get to open that box this week.
Right. You know what? I didn't get to it for several months. You have to keep all the balls juggling in the air or everything falls apart.
The way I look at it at this point, if it's in the van, I can't see it. So I'm not all depressed that I can't play with it. So it's probably better that it's in the van.
And it won't distract you from getting your job done. So Mary Beatty says, and this is kind of gross because I cannot even imagine wearing my brother's underwear. But she says when her kids were tweens, her daughter would run out of clean underwear and take her brother's and not tell them.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Why is my room is so clean, Lynn Jenkins? Because everything is still in the van. I think I've unpacked 2 bins to repack for Tahoe. That's it.
Right now I can find everything because, again, everything's still on the van, so I can actually move around in the shop.
Yes. Yep, me too.
Yeah. It's an illusion.
Yes, very much so. Okay, so
right.
Lucky winners.
Let me reach in the box. It's like, I don't have anybody out here to help me, so if you guys can see there, I don't know if you can you see the box?
Yes, that looks like a lot of people participating.
We had, I think it was 40 that turned them, a little over 40 that actually turned them in. So I'm mixing them up because I'm only one person and I don't have a stand out here. So I'm just, I'm not going to be able to let you see me draw, but I have just drawn 2 winners. And I'm using,
I faith that you're picking for real.
I am using one hand to open them up so I can see. Okay, are you guys ready? Drum roll. Our first winner from Sacramento, California is Clarice Bettencourt.
Oh, lucky Clarice.
Clarice Bettencourt. So these, by the way, will go in tomorrow's mail because they're already bagged up, just waiting to add an address label. And the second winner is, drum roll, please. So this one's funny, Beth.
Uh-oh.
Dennis Soul.
Oh, Sherry. I don't think she's even on.
I know. Any other time they would be.
You know what? I think we should make a new rule. You have to be present to win.
You have to be on the live, right?
Yes.
So Clarice and Dennis will be getting something this week because like I said, they're going out tomorrow. So if you guys know them, start bugging them, get on the phone, call them, tell them, oh, you should have been there. But I will post it right now on our Facebook page so that way everybody knows what's going on. But and with that, I'm going to bid you all goodbye and go back into rehearsal and get my laundry started.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you, Raylene. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Okay, don't give up your day job. Thanks a lot, Mary Beatty. Okay, so if you're new to watching us, we try to do this once a week. We do, we're always doing something, like maybe too much of something. But on Mondays, we try to do demos and techniques. So I did whip together a demo today. I'm kind of at that point where we need to use up our stash, not necessarily use up our stash, because for most of us, that would be clearly impossible. But we want to be able to use some of our stash so that we can not feel guilty maybe about buying more stuff. And so I have a panel here and I've started to cut it apart. So I'm going to call this fast strippy piecing or something. It's just something that you're going to make for the grandkids, a usable quilt. But a lot of times the panels are weird sizes. So I have this panel here with minus what I've cut out already. So it's kind of blocks. This is a flannel. So it's different size blocks. So you either have to use it all as one big panel and maybe put trims down the seam or just add fabric to it to make it bigger, add a few borders or something. It's hard though because panels, we all love the panels. The artwork is amazing, but we tend to not know what to do with them once we get them. And we probably all of you watching have flannel fabric in your stash. If you don't, I can remedy that situation. But for now, I'm just going to piece this as I go. So if you want to grab a panel, you can kind of work on it. And as I progress, I'll show you. But it might not be until next week, or maybe I might not work on it again for a month. But we'll complete this together. So basically what I did is I cut down here. I cut right here in this section was this center block here. I've already done some of it so you can kind of get a feel of what it's going to look like. And then here was another one. So you have all these pieces, but you're like, how do I get them to be the right size to match up together? So this is super easy, kind of cheater way. It's a lot like our curved piecing, where you're just going to take random size strips. So, and you're going to chain piece it. So however big you want. I started with 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, 3 inch. I didn't go any bigger than 3 because I think then it's going to be too big. It would be fine unless you want to be scrappy. If you want the quilt to go really, really fast, then use 4 and 5 and 6 inch strips. And then you just have big, chunky scraps. But I thought this would be cuter, kind of more dainty. So what I did is I just cut as many strips as the fabrics I pulled. I did not overthink it. I didn't count it. I didn't anything. I just threw a bunch of flannels on top of the panel that looked like they would go with it. And then once I cut them into 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 inch strips. And I could show you guys all how to do that if you needed to. So if you need that basics, let me know. But I think pretty much all of you who are on know how to cut a 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch. So go get your scraps that coordinate. It doesn't have to be flannel. It can be cotton. It can be anything. And then I just strip pieced them together. I actually was trying to do it super fast. So I tried doing it the width of the fabric, which would be 40 to 44 inches. I think that's going to be too much of the same. So then I cut my strips into 22 inch. So basically your strip's going to be whatever size you cut it randomly. Don't overthink it, by 22 inches. So basically fat quarters would work great for this. But say you have just a little random scrap of fabric and you only have 5 inches left, that's perfect to throw in here and get rid of it. Use it up, okay? We're trying to use up our stash so we won't feel guilty buying more. This is a quick project. So all of this I did in about 20 minutes. So I sewed all these together and then I sewed another strip together because I don't want it to be too matchy. And then I just cut off 2 inch strips, 1.5 inch strips going the other direction, and then put them on here. So I basically started with the bottom row, and then once I had the bottom row on, I did a row right here, and then I did another row right here, and then a row across. So you could, if you wanted, you could go across here, across here, across here, across here, and just keep building it kind of like a log cabin. There really is no rhyme or reason. I just felt that if I did it kind of willy-nilly, then you're not really going to be able to tell where my blocks are. It will look more scrappy. Thank you, Lynn. Actually, it's pretty cute. Of course it's cute. I know, Ellen, never feel guilty buying fabrics. But sometimes we do have to kind of use what's in our stash. Otherwise, we have to buy a bigger house. You do not know how many people I know that are paying on storage units to store their stash. That's a little bit ridiculous because if you have to go to your storage unit to get your fabrics, you're not going to do it. The rats are going to make homes in it. So we're trying to help alleviate that issue and use up some of the stuff. Sometimes you want to buy new fabric. You want to be energized. You want to be re-inspired. But sometimes you also want to just pull out of your stash, especially in today's economic times. And I know this is kind of crazy, but when we were at the Roseville show, so many of our quilt shop owner friends are really, really struggling. A lot of them didn't jump onto Facebook, and they don't have a community as amazing as you guys. But it's just kind of a weird time for everybody, everywhere. So we're trying to figure out what we can do to, there is no math, Lynn Jenkins. We're just trying to figure out what we can do to use up our stash and make gifts. I mean, you might want to make a gift for a neighbor kid or somebody, and you don't want to invest a lot of money. There was a lady in Sensei that had a craft house in her house. And June, I know a lady that lives out of Jackson. And they literally bought the property next door so that she would have her own retreat place. And she goes over there and she sews and She has her own kitchen, and she, I guess, comes home for, I don't know, to make dinner for her husband or something. I don't know. I don't ask questions. But I just think that everybody will feel better if we're actually sewing, actually making something. So sometimes we get in ruts and we're like, oh, that's too complicated or whatnot. This is super simple. You don't have to think. So you're just going to sew your strips willy-nilly together, okay, Lynn Jenkins? You are not doing any math. You're cutting 1.5. You don't want to cut anything littler than 1 inch, because this one I cut 1 inch right here. And so once you do your 1/2 inch, your 1/4 inch and your 1/4 inch, you're left with a 1/2 inch. So that's probably as small as you want to go, 1 inch strips, and then up to like 3 inches, I think. And so you're just going to cut them. And then once you have this, you're just going to cut it 1.5, 2, 3, whatever sizes you want. It doesn't matter. Like if I were to get it to the end here and I need to square it up and I only have 2 3/4 inch, I'm going to just sew a 2 3/4 inch one. I'm not going to cut off that 1/4 inch and waste it, because in this whole scheme of things, it's not going to matter. And so this is my very first block. If I'm going to start sewing several blocks before I lay it out, but I'm not going to sew the different blocks together like this, because I don't know. I could just take this one and just sew it right here, except for I'd have to add a strip here. But I could, oh no, I'm going to add a strip here on this side. So I could easily just sew this one here, but I don't know if I might want to make it bigger. I might want to sew another strip down here. So I'm going to lay out all my blocks before I sew them together, because I do not want to have to rip. So that is basically all you're going to have to do. If you go to sew these two together, right here, say I was going to sew these two together and this one is too big, I would just whack it up here or whack it up here to make it the right size so that it fits. So that is your math, Lynn Jenkins. All you have to do is lay it out. You can measure it so that they're the same size, and then whack it off if it's not big enough. If you do want to make it a little bit bigger, just add a little bit of a border, trim off the other side so it fits. So it's just kind of a sew as you go project. I am going to tell you that I am not saving these scraps here, okay? These ones I'm going to throw in the trash, but these ones here, these little ones, I am going to save till I'm done with the project, because you never know when you just need to add one. Like I might have this, it might be a little bit too small, and I can just add this one, stitch it, and then it's the right size. So all those little ones I'm going to save like this. I whacked this off of here, maybe. Yeah, probably this row. I probably whacked that off of that row, maybe, so that it would line up there. So it's better to sew these a little bit bigger, because you can whack them off. Okay, trash, not trash, Mary Beatty. It's treasure. It goes in dog beds so that the dogs at the Humane Society have something warm. I think you could use this idea to create a scrappy backing from the fabrics used in a quilt project. Barb, so true. So true. And if you looked at the quilts that I made before I owned a quilt shop, I always used my leftover fabrics from that project and pieced a backing. Some long armors won't quilt if you have a pieced backing. I'm a long armor. It doesn't bug me one way or the other. But now that I own a fabric store and I like to sell more fabric, I don't necessarily tell you to piece your backs, because I want to sell you a wide back. So that's that. Exactly, Ellen. No math, just whack. Okay, so that is your tip for today. We do have these Christmas panels available if you need them. We do have some giveaways, so let me do some giveaways. And then if there's still time, because I know Roger would love to stay, even though he told me the other day that we get off at 4. He doesn't realize that we don't really get off at 4, because 4 is when our lives start. That's when the party starts. Okay, let's see. It says, I was just looking at that camping outdoor panel I bought from you and had no idea what to do with it. I think flannel strips would be perfect. Lynn, I'm glad I could solve your technical issues. No, I love this idea, because you can make it scrappy and patchworky and cute. and you don't really have to overthink anything. Just start sewing. And I think that's kind of the idea of everything, is that we're kind of overwhelmed in life in general. So if you can just sit down and start sewing and create something, that's the best thing. Mary, I hope that you're fine and your doctor's appointment went good. I have not posted the link on Facebook to Virginia Robertson's class today. It was amazing. It went for 2 hours. I'm so smart now that I could actually piece a quilt. Although Virginia kept saying, okay, Linda ABC, I'll get you the leaf pattern. Virginia in the class today, Virginia kept saying that she was working on becoming a master quilter. And I'm just saying, all I need is to just be a quilter. If I could just actually sit down to my sewing machine, I would be so ecstatic. Although I did get to sew this little sample for you. Okay, Linda ABC needs the leaf pattern. Okay. Got there, Beth, and oh my God, that should be like illegal. You should not get to the doctors and they cancel it. Okay, I just want to let you guys know, because I know we're not doing real sales in the near future because we're crazy. Next week, we're going to be up in Tahoe for a week. We will be doing some unplanned Facebook Lives when we interview people. We're going to be interviewing a few people up at the retreat. They're going to be doing demos via Zoom for us. So we will be Facebook Living those. And some other things like Peggy's doing a table runner demo. We've got quite a few demos going on. When we dye fabric, if the fabric shows up, it has to be PDF and it's supposed to be here. So hopefully it gets here before the retreat because we've got all the dyeing supplies. But when we do that, we will let you, we'll be videoing some of it, but not all of it. Okay, but this did just come in, so I want to give you guys first chance before I take it up to the retreat and to Scottsdale, Arizona. So here is S07 for $34 is the latest watercolor club. So a lot of you guys are in, a lot of you guys purchase the boutiques that come in once a week from, or once a month. So this one is called Falling for You. So it's all fall colors. So S0734 is for the fat quarters for September. Falling for You. And then I have the coordinating star that goes with it. It is the leaves are falling. So it's the fall colors with all leaf shapes, polka dots, but in fall colors. So S08 for $40 is the stars that go with that collection. So S08 for $40. And then let me see if I can find some giveaways. I should have some more trips. Okay, remember, if you're watching and you get something that you don't necessarily want as a giveaway, just tell me and we'll throw it back in the pot. Because some people's treasures are other people's not treasures. Okay, let's see. Girls, I'm glad you're looking forward to the retreat. Sue, I will post the link to the Zoom before I leave, I promise. Virginia kind of made me want to hand piece a block, probably not a whole quilt. Lynn Jenkins, I did my very first quilt. I took at the adult school, and the teacher there made us hand piece the entire thing because she said if you could hand piece, you could do anything. You could make anything. You could be anything. So I believed her. I hand pieced, and you know, your first quilt, you always think, oh, I'm going to make one for my bed. So it's queen size. Took me forever, but it is hand pieced and hand quilted. Okay, Joyce, I'm going to hold you to it. She says she's going to get started on Virginia's blocks this week, she swears. I think a lot of us might inspire each other up at the retreat to work on them. So we'll post them in Virginia's Facebook page so that you guys can see if we get to it. June, it's amazing we still quilt. I mean, we hand pieced and it took forever. But if you're going to do those stars like Virginia showed us today, you're going to want to hand piece those. You could machine piece it, but stopping a 1/4 inch is going to be really hard. I know, Sue, I used to do hand applique, hand quilting, hand everything. Back in the day, I took care of a lady. She was supposed to only live for 2 weeks, and she ended up living for 7 years. So I had lots and lots and lots of time to do handwork. Okay, so I have a pants pocket jean, what do you call it? A little like over the shoulder bag, like a little cocktail purse. So I've got a pants pocket, it's called, by Eleanor Peace Bailey. I've got Barb Strobner. Okay, and then I have Purple Work, A Quiet Book for Old Women, another pattern by Eleanor Peace Bailey. And I've got Terry Evangelo. And then remember, I throw these freebies in with your baskets. So, and if all you have in your basket is freebies, I'm probably going to wait till we get back from Scottsdale. And then we have chess set for a son-in-law. I've got Ellen Molnar. Hope you guys like to play chess. Okay, I'm going to go the opposite way. I've got Sophie and Abe. They're a cute little doll married couple. I have Susan Adams, who is up having fun with Carolyn G. Sewing. All right, well, welcome, Susan. It's good to see you again. Then I have The Little Princess, which is another doll pattern by Eleanor Peace Bailey. And I have Carolyn didn't I just say your name? Carolyn Gavranich. That was lucky. Okay. Peggy says, hey, Roger.
Hi, Peggy.
And then I have Yuko-san. She's a little Japanese doll. Very simple, but very, very cute. Okay, let's see. Ellen says her son played chess. Ooh, don't say that 12 times. Ann Lindenmeyer's going to machine stitch her entire Hollyhock class, and she is not going to do any of those stars. Okay, I've got Sue Cove. And then I have a piece of rickrack here. Like, literally, I am finding the weirdest stuff ever. Okay, Betsy Peterson. Okay. Then I wanted to show you guys, just because I'm literally unpacking and repacking. So this is the cutest little project. If you need to work on a gift for for a little person, this is super cute. It's a quiet book. They can take it to church. We put little bedazzling here, little rhinestones, the Hot Fix rhinestones in the flower bed to make it a little bit sparkly. And then it's got a little girl here. We've actually pinned her here because some of the others have gone missing. Here's some more dolls. So you've got the little dolls here at the front door. It's got a little bed with a blanket, 2 blankets, it looks like. Some pillows. Look at the cute little teddy bear in bed. Here is all of the little food so they can have a tea party here at the table. And there is a little pocket for you to put stuff in, but I would probably give them a little plastic baggie so they don't lose it. And then here's the dresser. And here's the little dog. Look at the little dog in the ballerina outfit. So it's a super cute little project for them to take anywhere they need to be kind of quiet. It does snap right here. And we do have the complete kit for that here. So if you want the kit, it's $24 for Freya and Friends. Just type in Freya and Friends. It is super cute. Oh, perfect, Anne. Anne's going to paper piece everything. Linda ABC, I don't have the paper piecing paper, but as soon as it gets here from Virginia, we will send it to you. Okay. And then if you want this little stencil, it's a bookmark, but if you want this little stencil, I don't know, they're breeding when I'm not looking or something. But here's a little stencil. You take your friction pen or your chalk pens and you mark here, and then that, that's where you're going to quilt. So it's for quilting. Okay, so let me see here. I've got Lynn Jenkins. And so I know a lot of you have been listening to us talk about the Hollyhock class that we took with Virginia Robertson. We do still have the pattern. A lot of the ladies, though, I mean, it looks very overwhelming and intimidating, but you literally could make one of these blocks into pot holders. You can make them into table runners. You do not have to do this entire project. But the information that you're going to learn from Virginia, it's a wealth of knowledge. She has been in the industry basically longer than most people I know. So if you want the pattern, S03 is $33 for the pattern. It's basically a book, although in today's times, it's too expensive to print a book. So it's equivalent to a book. And then S04 is $240 if you want to join the online class with Virginia. It's once a month via Zoom. The Zoom is recorded and that goes onto the private Facebook page. So, and then like Virginia gave out her cell phone number today so that you could call her if you want to talk to her. If you have any questions, she's there, and she monitors the Facebook page. So you can ask questions there, or she'll post like free patterns there. Thank you, Ann Lindemeyer. I told you guys you would not be disappointed if you took the class. She literally is a treasure trove of knowledge. She's been in the industry for the last, I don't know, since the 70s. And but she's in her 80s, but she's not afraid to learn. Like, she still leads her ATV group out into the mountains on motorcycles. But she spent the 3 years during COVID relearning a lot. That's where she made this big, huge, ginormous quilt. But she relearned a lot of techniques, taught herself better ways, new ways. It's kind of crazy. I know, Linda ABC, so do I. I'll be looking for a pen that writes on your template plastics besides a Sharpie. Okay, so I only have one of these, but I just found it when I was cleaning up, so I might put it in my stash if none of you want it. It's the Tula Sunrise Aurafill Collection. So it's Aurafill thread, which is made in Italy. It's got 20 colors, 50 weight. It comes in her collector's edition, S05 for $100. So you know her palette is very rainbowy and bright. So S05 for $100 is the 20 spools of thread. I know, Ann Lindemeyer. That's what happens when you just keep going like crazy. Never slow down, girls. Never slow down. S05 for $100 is the spools of thread by Tula Pink, and I only have one of those. But I'm pretty sure if I throw it in the bin and take it to the retreat, it's not coming home. So, you know, I always like to reward you guys for being faithful. And then I have two freebies here. Okay, Linda ABC. And I've got a Freya pattern for you too. Okay, so then I have two freebies, but if you don't win these, and if you make charity quilts, these are great for that. Or if you make quilts that for your grandkids, these would be super fun. Put some Minky on the back, and you literally could just throw Minky on the back, make little lap quilts for them, and give them the movie for Christmas. They're gonna love it. Okay, so Minky, I want to remind you guys that we do have a free Minky class for you we have a free Minky class for you to make a Quillo. I know Quillos are back, but September 22nd. It's 4 to 7. So get the Minky from us. You can do it with 4 or 5 yards. Get that from us so that you can get enrolled in the class. Susan Adams will never make the doll pattern. Oh, which one did you get, Susan? Okay, Sophie and Abe. I'm going to redraw. Okay, do we have any doll people here that would love this? Let me know. Okay, so I have Duke and Max. So let me scroll for that winner. Duke and Max. I've got Sue Cobb. Sue. And then I have, let's see, the next lucky winner for Gidget and Chloe is Ann Lindenmeyer. I don't even know. Well, Ann, you can make it as a baby gift and save it for the next time you have a baby in your house. But if you didn't win and you want them, we have a good price today. S02 is $5. So for Chloe and Max, Gidget and Chloe, S02 for $5. S02 for $5. And then we have S01 for $5. S01 is Max and Duke. So S01 is Max and Duke, and they're $5 a panel. So if you do charity quilts, these are perfect for that. Okay, Linda ABC. And then I have another giveaway. These are letters. You can cut them out, applique them on to whatever you want. We actually used them and made pennant banners, but you can make anything your heart desires. So those are fun little pennant letters. And let me see. I've got Joyce Larson. And, I'm supposed to give something to somebody else. Just realized it's 4:37. OMG, Connie, you better set your alarm because you also missed class this morning. Unless you were the one with the funny number. Somebody came on with just a 00 something funny number, so I don't know who it is. So that could have been you, Connie. I don't know. Okay, wait. Ann Lindenmeyer said give it to somebody else. I think that was this. Okay, Ann Lindenmeyer says give it to somebody else. Okay, I've got Sue. Didn't Sue win the other one? Roger, you should be like memorizing this to help me. I think Sue won. I'm almost positive Sue won something. Yeah, Sue won that one. Okay, let me find somebody else. Okay, I've got Mary Beatty. Okay. And then I do have a couple of sale fabrics because literally we actually bought, and I don't know if you guys remember, Merrill Lee Designs. She used to be the gal who you could sit down and do a make and take with, and she did the folded roses, or she would just, when you walked past her booth, she would give you a folded rose, a fabric rose. Well, she's 79, she's going to be 80, but she just decided that it's hard work. Loading and unloading these fabric bins is hard work. And at 80, she's decided to retire and go and actually enjoy her life. So Peggy and I went yesterday and picked up all of her fabric stash that she had left. So, so we are going to have some sales on that. It's beautiful fabric, so that should be coming soon. Okay, so is Roger tired? I'm pretty sure he's exhausted. Lynn says she saw your eyes roll. Was it that loud that she saw your eyes roll? Anyhow, so I've got two fabrics that are $6 a yard. I just figure if we just keep chipping it down, I'll actually get the shop cleaned, except for that Peggy's husband, we actually bought so much stuff. I couldn't fit it all in the van. And so Peggy's husband took it all to their storage unit. So she can bring it up to me after they get back from their cruise. Oh, June says you're such a trooper, Roger. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's shaking his head, but he is. Okay, so this is a cute little brick. You don't have to get in close. It's kind of a faint, very subtle S110, $6 a yard, a very faint brick. It'd be a really good background, though, if you were doing, oh gosh, you could do anything like a cactus. It would kind of look cute. Pretty much anything. So S110 is $6 a yard for the brick. S09 is rocks, $6 a yard. Okay, and then, do we have any more time? Oh, okay. 4 more minutes, girls. We'll go to 45. 4 more minutes. I have a few auction item things. I know I don't know how I'm ever going to get these out before. I should learn to just say no. Okay. So here we have a few auction items. This is a bunch of like random scraps of Minky S06 for $5. But this one is a fun, and it's a pretty good size. It's like a half a yard, more than a half a yard, but it's got a fun little like check on it. If you look closely, it's a white on white, but the print is kind of a check. S06 for $5. And then we've got some of the dimple dots, but that's quite a bit also. And then just some plain. So like Katie, the other day I bought Katie that shark, that Minky shark stuffed animal. Super cute. You guys saw it with the glitter. The back of it was glitter Minky. Super cute. So S06, they're pretty big scraps, but they would be great for stuffed animals. They'd be great if you do a scrappy baby quilt. You could actually sew these around the Chloe and Max panels so that it's a textile thing and it's super soft on the outside edges. You can mix cotton and Minky. Totally okay. And then, so S06 is the white Minky. And then this one, I don't know, it's like an ultra suede. S300 for $7. S300 for $7. It's got an embroidered print on it, and then it's got sequins sewn on it. So I would imagine it's like a jacket or something. S300, $7. I'm not really sure what it is, but to me it feels like an ultra suede with a print, but you could cut it. You could fussy cut it and then put them into quilt blocks. I mean, they're really, the options of what you could do with that is limitless. I would really keep it for myself, except for that I would drown. I would drown if I kept all this stuff for myself. Okay. So S300. Okay, Sue, put in a price. So S300 is the ultra suede. S06 is Linda ABC for $10. And then here is a ton of stuff. I don't even know what this is. It's it kind of feels suede-y also. Sue, put in a bid of what you want to pay. This feels like what I would have used to like launch. Oh no, it's ultra suede on the outside too, or on the inside. I wonder if this is all ultra suede on the inside. Yes. Okay, hang on a second. This was somebody's ultra suede collection. What did I do with the? Yep, and it's big chunks, you guys. So look at this. I mean, it's like several yards. 2 yards. 2 yards of this. It had a number when I opened it up. Oh, here. S301 for $7. S301 for $7. You've got some army green in here. Some gray. It's actually like a forest green. You've got some wine color in here. It's very luxurious. So S301 is $7. Sue says let Linda have it. Okay. Okay, and then this one. Ultra suede, how much do I need to bid? S301. Peggy, you should bid $25. No, You have to bid over S301. Well, did you bid $12? So Linda ABC, if you want to outbid Peggy, bid more than $12. Okay. I know it's hard to keep track of you girls. Okay, Ultra Suede is over here. Minky goes this. And this goes to Linda ABC. S11 we didn't make. Okay, girls. 301 is at $15. Oh my gosh, Peggy, do you want it more than $15? Okay, right now, this is at $15 to Linda ABC. If you want to outbid her, Peggy Cato's at $18. Oh my God, it's getting so exciting. Okay, Linda ABC, you have to outbid $18. It's probably worth $70 or $80 or more. It could be worth more. I don't really know. Okay, every once in a while, though, I got to pass on the good stuff to you guys. Okay. So, are they still, $20. What is the white Minky was at $10. Lynn Jenkins, the white Minky's at $10 if you want to outbid Linda ABC. Okay, let's see what we got going on. 22 for Peggy Cato. Oh, this is like as much excitement as I've seen in a long time. Okay. Lynn Jenkins gets that bookmark. Okay, I have one more. S402 for $10. It's about 60 blocks, maybe. I have no idea what the 60 is worth. Oh, $20 for the Minky. Linda ABC, do you want to do more than $20 for the Minky? S402 is a bunch of somewhat pieced blocks. Some have been taken apart. Some of them are vintage. We should have split them apart so more people could get them. But, like literally, it's a bazillion blocks. Oh, this one was sewn a different way. Okay, so we've got a ton of blocks here. Oh, I think we were going to break them into, oh, I see what she did. Okay, these, so it was supposed to be 60 teal block, brown and yellow blocks, starting at $10. These ones are supposed to be other bids. So I'm going to leave that. So what's out there right now is what you guys can bid on. So this is starting at $10. Yay, Peggy. Okay, wait. That means Peggy won at $26. Peggy, 26. Okay, and then Linda ABC and Lynn Jenkins, the white Minky is at $25. Okay, white Minky is at $25. This all has to go to Peggy for at the retreat. Okay, let's see what we got going on. 402 is for the blocks. Lynn Jenkins is done. Okay, so the Minky went to 22. Okay. 22 to Linda ABC. Okay, so we've got the quilt blocks here, $10. There's a billion blocks here. So if you want to make a charity quilt, some of them are real vintagey. Some of them are like maybe the 70s, it looks like. This one looks like it might be from like the 80s-ish or 90s. So you just never, it's just a real scrappy quilt. Would be good, to me, it'd be good for a charity quilt or something. S402, $10. S402, $10. Oh, it's at 15. So 15. Hey, Jenny Duarte, it was fun seeing you. It was great getting to meet you in person. And it's amazing you drove up from Fresno for the show. S05 is $6. I went over my time allotment. Okay, this is the last one. 305 is $6. 305 is $6. It's a bunch of different trims and laces. So you've got this one, this one, this one, this one. A cute little one here, just a random assortment of laces that we have gathered up. So quite a bit. S305, $6. I know, Jenny, anytime you go to a place like that, you're going to way, way, way overspend. Linda ABC, you crack me up. 305 starts at $6. S042, 402, $15. Okay. All right. So S30, perfect, Linda. Connie Wiggins, you have to go to $7. Okay. So the quilt blocks, we're going to end that for Linda ABC at $15. Linda ABC, $15. Okay, and we are really getting ready for the retreat. So we're like, it's crazy. And I did break my sorry, Linda. No problem, Linda. I broke the long arm. Thread got twisted around my check spring, and I don't know if it was old and brittle or if I pulled on the thread too hard, if I know myself. So I snapped it in half. So I got to put my machine back together. So we're really kind of crazy busy this week. And then we have our retreat next week. But stay tuned. We are going to be doing random lives next week. We will do our live this Wednesday. Peggy's going to be demoing some hand embroidery on a new Christmas panel we just got. And whatever else we come up with, you just never know. All right, that's all. I'm making a huge quilt with all the blocks. Oh, perfect, Linda ABC. Okay, so we will see you guys on Wednesday. Go get some sewing done. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.